I'm out in the sun today, so my transition lenses are getting dark. So I will just be with you now and say, welcome to these moments of truth. And today's moments of truth is, why are you not speaking? So this is the question. We all have these times of when we're kind of feel called to speak and we don't speak. Um, I know I've felt my whole life like I was being groomed for something, like there's something I'm being prepared for, like a message I'm to share with the world. But I'm like, but I don't know what my message is. So part of that, we don't speak up because we're not clear how to say what our message is, right? And then there's part of why are you not speaking is because you're like, well, even if I have a message, who's going to listen to me? Who am I to say anything? And I used to think, well, I'm young. Who's going to listen to me? I'm 30. Who's going to listen to me? Well, when you were 16, who are going to listen to you? Who's going to listen to me? I'm just out of college. Who's going to listen to me? I'm 30. Who's going to listen to me? Like, what do I have to say? Well, I'm 60 years old. And you know what? If I'm not speaking now, it's just not, I'm never going to speak. So I really took on just speaking my truth and having people show up. And this last weekend, I got to do my 3-day event called Speak Your Truth. And it was awesome. People were really stepping into speaking. And as I was leading the event, I go, this isn't listen to me speaking about speaking your truth. This is about you speaking. And it's that piece where you give people an opportunity to speak up. And it's amazing how people get to show up in the world because one of my gifts is seeing who you're born to be. And when we're not speaking, we're hiding. When we're not actually engaging, people are missing out. And, there's a lot of times when speaking comes up and we're like ready to go speak, and then we go, never mind. And it's like the doubt. I've talked about that before, that doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. That's from Susie Kassam. And yet I question myself. And even like the night before I did Speak Your Truth, I'm frazzled. I'm angry. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to make it all work because I've never done this thing on Zoom before. And I woke up the next morning and I'm like, if I can't figure out how to master just even my own communication with my husband and my friends and my family and my coworkers, how am I ever supposed to have my speaking make a difference in the world? And in that meditation, in that quiet, God showed me a few things. And it's about that being humble and asking for support and telling people specifically what I needed. And when I gave my husband a specific job and can you watch out for the people and make sure they're in great shape? And if I've hurt somebody's feelings or left somebody out, will you let me know? And he rose to the occasion and had my back. And I realized most of the time I'm not speaking because I think, I'm going to get in trouble or I'm going to somehow get vulnerable and be taken out. And I had a team of people who had my back. And when you have somebody who has your back, man, then you can go speak. So I'm here to offer you or invite you to speak. This is your time to trust and get vulnerable and get humble. And if you find yourself arguing or defensive or any of those things where you just go back to God or the divinity in you or the quiet of the universe and go, if you want me to do this, help me. And this is awesome. And now from this community of Speak Your Truth participants, we've created a new little program where it's every week you get to come speak. And if every week you come here at 9 o'clock, the next opportunity is to actually give you a chance to speak. And at 9:30 every Wednesday morning Pacific, shortly after these little moments of truth, I'm giving everybody in this program an opportunity to speak. And you get 3 minutes to just say what there is for you to say, and I'll give you 2 minutes of feedback. So uh, I know it's kind of an odd thing. We haven't really gotten a chance to talk. I talk to you and you listen, but I really want to do the part where I listen and you talk. So if you're called to speak, if you're called like, it's time for me to speak up, I have an opportunity for you to speak. And the program I have called is Speak. And I say, practice on my stage, not yours. Get practice where people have your back. Get practice where, as you're speaking, I can give you feedback and give you the best of who you are. So it's time to speak. It's time for you to be heard. It's time for you to be seen for who you are. It's time for you to step into being who you are. And if you don't know who you are, there's more support for that than you can imagine coming next. But right now, let's just get you speaking. It's time. Blessings and thanks for listening. But even more than that, thanks for speaking. And if you aren't speaking with me, just make sure you're out speaking your truth. And I honor you, and there is a universe that has your back. Blessings.